You know, there's something magical about writing a song. It's like capturing lightning in a bottle. Or maybe it's more like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. You can feel it swirling around you, this energy, this inspiration, and you just have to grab it before it slips away. I've spent countless nights staring at a blank page, guitar in hand, hoping that the right words would come to me. It's a dance, really, a back between the heart and the mind, between what you feel and what you think will resonate. When I first started writing songs, I thought it was all about the melody. I'd sit down, strum a few chords, and try to come up with something catchy. But as I grew older, I realized that the lyrics are just as important, if not more so. A great melody can draw you in, but it's the words that stick with you that haunt you long after the song has ended. I remember the first time I heard a song that made me cry. It was like the artist had reached into my soul and pulled out all the emotions I didn't even know I had. That's the power of a well-written song. So where do you start? For me, it often begins with a feeling. I'll be going about my day, and suddenly a rush of emotion will hit me. It could be anything. A moment of joy, a pang of sadness, a flash of nostalgia. I'll grab my phone, open up the Notes app, and start jotting down phrases, snippets of thoughts. Sometimes it's just a word or two that captures the essence of what I'm feeling. Other times, it's a full-blown concept that I can't wait to explore. Once I have a few lines, I'll sit down with my guitar. I'll play around with different chord progressions, trying to find something that matches the mood of the lyrics. It's a trial and error process. I'll strum a few chords, hum a melody, and see what sticks. Sometimes it all comes together in a matter of minutes, and other times I'll spend hours, days even, trying to find the right sound. But here's the thing. You can't force it. You can't sit down and say, I'm going to write a hit song today. It doesn't work like that. Inspiration is fickle. It comes and goes as it pleases. I've learned to embrace the quiet moments, the times when nothing seems to flow. Those moments are just as important as the bursts of creativity. They're a reminder that writing is a journey, not a destination. And then there's the editing process. Oh, the editing. I used to think that once I had a song written, it was done, but I've come to realize that the first draft is just the beginning. It's like sculpting a statue from a block of marble. You chip away at it, refining it until it shines. I'll go through my lyrics, line by line, and ask myself if each word is necessary. Does it convey the emotion I want? Does it fit the melody? Sometimes I'll even rewrite entire sections trying to find the perfect phrasing. Collaboration is another huge part of writing hit songs. I've worked with some incredible songwriters over the years, and each one has taught me something new. There's a certain magic that happens when you put two creative minds together. You bounce ideas off each other, challenge each other, and push each other to dig deeper. I remember one time I was working with a co-writer, and we were stuck on a chorus. We spent hours going back and forth, trying to find the right words. Finally, in a moment of frustration, I blurted out something completely ridiculous. We both started laughing, and in that laughter, we found the spark we needed. The chorus came together in a matter of minutes after that. But it's not just about the writing. There's also the business side of things. If you want to write hit songs, you have to understand the industry. You have to know what's trending, what's selling, and what resonates with listeners. It can be overwhelming at times, especially with social media constantly changing the landscape. But I've learned to stay true to myself. I write the songs that come from my heart, and if they resonate with others, that's just a bonus. There's also the pressure that comes with writing for others. When you're writing for an artist, you have to capture their voice, their style, their essence. It's a delicate balance. You want to create something that feels authentic to them while also pushing them out of their comfort zone. I remember writing for a pop artist once, and I was so nervous. I wanted to impress them, to give them something that would blow their minds. But in the end, it was the simplest line that resonated the most. It was a reminder that sometimes less is more. And let's not forget about the audience. Writing a hit song isn't just about the artist. It's about connecting with listeners. You want to create something that people can relate to, something that speaks to their experiences. I've found that the best songs often come from universal themes: love, heartbreak, hope, loss. These are emotions that everyone feels at some point in their lives. When you tap into that, when you create something that resonates on a deeper level, that's when you know you've written something special. I remember the first time I played one of my songs for an audience. I was terrified. My hands were shaking, my heart was racing. But as I started to play, I could see people connecting with the lyrics. I could see them nodding along, feeling the emotions I was trying to convey. It was a rush like no other. In that moment, I realized that writing songs isn't just about me. It's about creating a shared experience. It's about bringing people together through music. And then there are the moments of doubt. Every songwriter experiences them. You question your abilities. You wonder if you'll ever write anything good again. I've had nights where I've thrown my guitar across the room in frustration, convinced that I'll never capture that spark again. But then, just when I'm about to give up, something will click. A melody will come to me, or a line will pop into my head, and suddenly, I'm back in the game. It's a roller coaster ride, and you just have to hold on tight. There's also the thrill of hearing your song on the radio for the first time. It's surreal, really. You're driving along, and suddenly there it is, your song, playing for the world to hear. It's a moment that makes all the late nights, the endless revisions, the moments of doubt worth it. It's a reminder that your words, your music, have the power to touch people's lives. But then, there's the other side of it, the criticism. Not everyone is going to love your work, and that's okay. I've had my fair share of negative reviews, and at first, they stung. But over time, I've learned to take it in stride. Not every song is going to resonate with every person, and that's part of the beauty of music. It's subjective. What matters is that you stay true to yourself and keep creating. As I continue on this journey, I find myself constantly evolving as a songwriter. I'm always learning, always growing. I'll listen to new genres, explore different styles, and push myself out of my comfort zone. I've found that the more I expose myself to different influences, the richer my songwriting becomes. It's like adding new colors to a palette. And then there's the joy of performing. There's nothing quite like standing on stage, looking out at a sea of faces, and knowing that your music has brought them together. It's a connection that transcends words, a shared experience that binds us all. I love the energy of a live show, the way the crowd feeds off the music, the way they sing along to every word. It's a reminder of why I do this in the first place. In the end, writing hit songs is about more than just the music. It's about the stories we tell, the emotions we share, and the connections we create. It's about being vulnerable, opening up our hearts, and inviting others in. It's a beautiful, messy, exhilarating process, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. So here I am, still writing, still dreaming, still chasing that elusive spark. I know there will be ups and downs, moments of doubt, and moments of triumph, but through it all, I'll keep writing, keep creating, and keep sharing my music with the world. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Finding that connection, that shared experience, and creating something that resonates with others. That's the true magic of songwriting.